Here we go. 180!
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Grant. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. There's Garoppolo to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Check. Watch 54. No gain on this defense. No gain.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Completes it to Dixon. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with 1st downs on each play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Lock in.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense. Hey, 18.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Dixon, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line.
First down, Tennessee.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On first down, they go with Dixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a draw play with Dixon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Past the 20. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards on the ground. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing Kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. C.J. Ham His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Chargers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Jim.
Here's Grant. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Let's go.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
21.
They will run with Grant. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He finds Corey Davis. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Complete to Corey Davis.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This time, Trubisky will throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd down. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, now a hit and a loose football. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Derrick Henry, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Dixon running from the shotgun. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Dixon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dixon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, Dixon. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd and a yard, Trubisky. Flush to his right. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Titans 21, Chargers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Here we go.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Garoppolo looks to throw. Going deep here for Allen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Trubisky to throw. Flushed out right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Dixon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Throwing here, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Trubisky will throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Dixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That would good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First carry for James Conner. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Directly over him. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check weapon. Check hot route. Hot.
from midfield. Here's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check.
After the penalty, it's Henry. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Here we go. Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Sixty-five. Hey, orbit.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Corey Grant. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now again, right side. Grant. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Here we go. 11.
On 2nd and 12. Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Trubisky now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Dixon. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got you.
Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here's Dixon. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Trubisky complete. Smith has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. They'll run on first down. Dixon, he'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, they'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here we go. Wait, 80! What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 49-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Squeeze, double. Check 2.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. He's at the 40. The 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
6-man. Check.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Running out of the gun with Dixon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Garoppolo. Complete. It's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, it's Grant. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 44, Garoppolo. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo caught by Allen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line.
Here we go.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
White.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point try now for is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Here we go again.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
54. Check. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now it's Trubisky. The open man is Smith. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. They stay on the ground with Dixon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
On 3rd down, here's Dixon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Tennessee.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Titans, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,